Okay. So our feet are going to be fist distance apart. So we're up nice and tall. Shoulders are back. So you're going to tighten your belly button into your spine. We inhale. Exhale, lower the heels. Tighten the tummy as you roll down. So just go as far as what's comfortable for you. You're going to relax your arms, relax your feet, pressing your tailbone up towards the ceiling. So you're feeling those hamstrings stretching. And then we inhale. And exhale, slowly we roll up. One vertebra at a time. Grow nice and tall from the crown of the head, shoulders. Inhale. And exhale, slowly down. Making sure you're using those abdominals. Pressing tailbone to the ceiling. Eyeline through the knees. Inhale. And exhale, curling up. Tilting your pubic bone forward as you're rolling up. And shoulders back. Inhale. Exhale, coming down. Inhale. And exhale, slowly roll up. And then we inhale. Exhale, curl down. This time, bend your legs as you're curling down so that you can either grab onto your ankles or you can put your hands on the floor. Bring your body and your head closer to the legs, and then you're just going to straighten the right leg. So you want that right leg to be stretching. Just hold it there, making sure shoulders relax, neck is relaxed. We're just going to breathe. And then soften the right knee, and then we're going to straighten the neck. Keeping shoulders and neck relaxed. Breathe. And then soften the left knee. We inhale. Exhale, slowly curling up the right vertebra at a time. Bring tall from the crown of the head and then shoulders down. We're going to inhale, side bend over to the right. So you're going to try to reach for that knee. And then exhale, return. So you use those abdominals to return. Inhale, over to the neck. Exhale and return. Inhale, over to the right. Exhale and return. Inhale, over to the left. Exhale and return. Inhale, over to the right. Now hold it here. Slow, controlled pulses. So we reach a little bit further. For 1, 2, or 3. Make sure belly button is into the spine. 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, now just hold it here. So I want you to make sure that this top shoulder isn't forward. So you need to pull it back. So imagine you're between 2 panes of glass. Keeping shoulders down and back so you get this nice stretch here on the side. And then slowly return. Use those abdominals to return. And then we're going to reach over to the other side. And then again, we're going to pause. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it, making sure this top shoulder is coming back. Keep those abs in. And then slowly return. And then from here, we're going to calf raise. You're going to reach the arms up as you lift the heels. Keep those shoulders out of your ears. And then slowly come down. And we inhale up for 2. And coming up into a calf raise for 3. So lift those heels up as high as you can. And slowly. And we come up for 4. And slowly. Reaching up for 5. Making sure you tie those abdominals. Slowly. Reaching up for 6. And slowly. Reaching up for 7. Slowly. And last one for 8. And then from here, you're just going to take your arms to a T, and then you're going to lower the heels. So we're going to step out with the right leg. So you're going to do a side lunge. Just hold that side lunge. So you should feel it stretching here inside of that thigh. And then what you're going to do is you're going to lift this leg up. It's straight leg. You're going to lift it. Your side lunge, lift. Side lunge, lift. For 3. For 4. For 5. For 6. For 7. For 8. Now, instead of this leg being straight, you're going to lift the knee up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. Other side. So first, arms back to T, and you're just going to do the side lunge. Just hold it. Watch these shoulders, keep them down and back. Okay, and then we lift. So straight leg first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now with a bend knee lift. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now keep the legs wide. Turning toes outward. So you're going to come down. As you come down, you're going to push your pubic bone forward and push your knees back. And you feel it stretching nicely here in your hips. And don't lean forward. So you're going to keep your back up. And then straight. We come down for 1. Squeeze. For 2. For 3. You brace those knees behind you. For 4. Down for 5. For 6. For 7. For 8, you're going to stay down. So making sure back is up tall. We're going to press these knees back. So you find that your glutes here are helping you press your knees back. So we press back for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So keep them pressing back. Keep those abs in. Little pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, we're just going to transfer our weight. So a little bit to the right. So you don't want to go so far that your knee goes over the toes. So you might need to open the legs a little bit wider. Stay low. and transfer the weight to the left. Transfer to the right, growing nice and tall, belly button to the spine, to the left, to the right. Come down a little lower if you can. And then stay to the right. From here, little pulses. 4, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to go over to the left pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to the center. Hold it. And now we're going to calf raise. So we lift for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can come. Okay. Then you're going to stand at the bottom end of your legs. So your feet are going to be a little bit wider than this distance. Shoulders are back, abs are in. We're going to inhale. Exhale, curl down. Pressing that tailbone up towards the ceiling. Just hold it here. Breathe. And then walk your hands forward so you're in a plank. Okay, now from here. You're not allowed to be sitting here in your shoulders. So you press away from the floor, but you also want to keep those elbows up. Abs are in. You don't want to push your bum up to the ceiling. So you want to tuck your tailbone underneath you. Okay, we're just going to hold that and breathe. Also make sure you don't hang your head. Head stays in line with the spine. And then we're going to do little rocks forward and back. So we're rocking forward and we rock back. Forward for 2, second back. For 3, second back. For 4, second back. For 5. When you take it back, don't lift your bum up to the ceiling. For 6. For 7. For 8. And then lower the knees. You're going to have a quick little rest back into child's pose, and then we're going to do push-ups, but we'll do ladies ones. If you're strong enough, you're welcome to keep your knees lifted. It's nicer to have the knees down so you can do them properly. Okay, so back up. Now, you might need to take your knees a little bit further back, and then you want to bring your hips forward so you're in a straight line. You can lift the lower legs up if you feel more comfortable, or you can move them down. So you want to be in a straight line from the top of your head to your knees. So you don't want your bum out, you don't want to arch it. Okay, abs are in. We inhale, bend the arms, keeping the arms close to your body, lowering your nose towards the mat. And then exhale, you press away. Inhale, lowering the nose just to hover. And then you press away. Inhale, down for 3. And we press away. Tighten those abdominals. Inhale, down for 4. And press away. Down for 5. And press away. Down for 6. Exhale. Inhale, down for 7. Exhale. Last one for 8. And bring it up. And then one more time. You can just stretch back into child's pose. Breathe. And then come back up onto all fours. Now this time, tuck your toes underneath. Okay? And when we keep our legs bent, we're going to press our hips up to the ceiling. Okay, so you want to really press tailbone up towards the ceiling. You want to lengthen your spine as if you're trying to get your head onto the mat between your hands. You want to take your chest towards your thighs. And then if you're comfortable here, then you can start trying to straighten the legs, trying to press your heels down. So you're getting a nice stretch into the back of the legs, Achilles if you're getting those heels close to the ground. Chest to the thighs. So we're lengthening the spine. So you should be getting a little bit of a stretch into that back too. Breathe. Then I want you to lift the eye lines between your hands. And then you're going to step that right foot to your hands. You can't get it there, help it there. And then you're going to lower the back and untie. So this front leg, you want the ankle and knee in line with each other. And you're leaning forward and you're trying to tilt your pubic bone forward. So you feel this left thigh stretching. And then only if you want to, if this left thigh isn't stretching enough, you can bend that left leg, grab with the right hand. That will just increase that stretch. Just hold it there and breathe. And then release it. Then we're going to go into a lizard lunge. So this right leg, take it out to the side at about a 45-degree angle, and then your arm comes to the inside. Okay. Then this left leg, if you can slide it back a little bit more. Then, if this is hard enough, you can stay up here. But if you can, you're going to lower the left. And if that's still okay, you're going to lower the right. And you're resting. You hang your head and you're pressing that right knee into your right shoulder. Just hold. Breathe. Hips are stretching. Thighs even are stretching. Maybe even those hamstrings of the front leg. Try to relax shoulders, relax the neck. And then you're going to come up onto your hands. Tuck your back toe. And you can just walk it a little bit forward and then lift the knee. Then this right leg, we're going to reach it up to the sky. Lift it up high. Try to keep it straight. And then just lower it down. Now we're back into that down dog. And we're going to the other side. Okay. So lift the eyelines between your hands. This time that left foot comes to your hands. And then you just lower the knee and tuck the toe. Okay. So ankle and knee are in line with each other. So you don't want this foot too far back. That puts a lot of strain on your knee. Okay. And if it's not stretching enough, you bend and you grab with the left. Keep tilting that pubic bone forward to increase the stretch. And then you can release it. And then walk the left foot out. Bring the left arm to the inside. And then slide right leg back a little bit more. And then you either stay here or right elbow comes down. If you still find left elbow comes down. Hang the head, pressing that knee into the shoulder. Holding that stretch. Shoulders relaxed, neck relaxed. And then you're going to come up onto the hands. Tuck the back toe. Creep it a little bit forward. Lift the knee. And then lift it. Reaches up to the sky. Big press it up. And then from here, bring that foot down. And then you just gently going to lower the knees. And then untuck the toes. And then you're going to come up. If you guys are struggling with your knees, either put your knees on your tap or you can double up your mat. Okay, because those mats are quite thin. Okay, so your knees can be a little bit wider than this distance. And then I want you to tuck your tailbone forward. So you're almost like lengthening into your lower back. And then you tighten those abdominals, you tighten your waist. So if you're trying to make everything in your foot smaller and smaller, reaching the arms to the front, palms are facing each other. So we're not lowering our bums, we're hinging back from our knees. So when you feel those thighs stretch, and then slowly return. We inhale, we hinge back. Exhale, so untuck those toes, hinging back with the reach. So your upper body is, or your, from your knees up, you're like hard like a plank. And return. And come back. Shoulders are relaxed. And return. Inhale back. Exhale. Now we reach back for 6. And return. And back for 7. And it's going to take those hips back with you for 8. And return. Now this time, so you're going to come back, try to keep this angle, and then you're going to lower the hips and press up. Lower these two, so these thighs are working. Press up. Down 3. Press up. 4. And press up. 4, 5. Press up. 4, 6. 4, 7. Last one. 8. Okay, now reach your arms up. Take your right hand onto your right heel. If you can't get there, tuck your toes and then your head. Okay, but if you're flexible enough, you can keep them untucked. Press your hips forward. Reaching this left arm long, up and over. Keep shoulders under the ears. And then we'll take your eye line across to that left heel. Breathe. And then we slowly return. And then over to the other side. So left hand comes onto left heel. Right arm reaches up and over. You're pressing those hips forward, and then our arm goes over to that right. Breathe. then slowly return. And then you're going to bring your hand down, cross one ankle over the other, and then just sit back down. If you want to, you can have a water break. And then you'll knee down on the mat. So from here, I want you to have your feet and your knees fist distance apart. So you want to imagine that you're like holding a tennis ball between your knees. So you want to prevent those knees from falling out, and you want to prevent them from sticking together. Okay, so just that fist distance, and then same with those feet. You're going to lengthen those arms down along the mat. Lengthening through the back of your neck, so you're looking towards your knees. I want you to turn your palms to face the ceiling and press those arms and shoulders into the mat. We inhale. Exhale, we scoop through the pelvis. So you press the back into the mat. And then from the pubic bone, you're going to lift the hips up to the ceiling, one vertebra at a time. Making sure now here at the top that those knees are still twisted. You're still pressing the shoulders into the mat. Inhale. And then exhale, slowly curving down. One vertebra at a time. So we're trying to loosen the spine. And then at the same time, we're also working those glutes and those hamstrings. Try and get those thumbs onto the mat. Inhale. Exhale, scooping through the pelvis. Slowly lift. As you lift it, think about taking your knees towards your feet. Try and lift the hips just a little higher. Squeezing those glutes. Inhale. And exhale, lengthening the spine down from the top. One vertebra. And then we inhale. Exhale, slowly. Really press with those heels to get extra height. Inhale. And exhale, slowly curving back. Inhale. Exhale, slowly. Press shoulders into the mat. Activate those inner thighs. Inhale. And exhale, slowly control. Inhale. Exhale, slowly. Now we're going to do glute pulses. So you're going to stop before the bum touches the floor. So we lower and we exhale, squeeze up. Lower for 2, squeeze up. For 3, squeeze. For 4, squeeze. 5, squeeze up. For 6, hamstrings are working, glutes are working. 7 and 8, holding it there. Try and lift just a little bit more. Knees still fist distance, we calf raise. So we inhale, lift the heels, and exhale, lower. Lift up 2, and lower. Lift up 3, and lower. Up 4, and lower. Up 5, and lower. For 6, and lower. Up to 7, lower. Up for 8. Now with the heels staying lifted, we're going to do those glute pulses again. So we lower, exhale, squeeze up. For 2, glutes and hamstrings. For 3, tighten those abdominals. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale. Exhale, curl all the way down. And then lower the heels. Just take a quick breather. And then we're going to come up again. So we inhale. Exhale, scoot through the pelvis, lifting hips up. So I want to focus here on keeping your hips lifted and keeping them in line. So when you lift the one leg, you don't want to drop the one side, okay? So you have to use the glutes and the hamstring and the inner thigh to keep the hip up, okay? So you want to squeeze your left glute, squeeze your left hamstring, your left inner thigh, and you're going to float the right leg up to table. So make sure you haven't lowered those hips. So lift up just a little bit more. And then you're going to straighten that right leg and point that foot. And then you're going to inhale, lower the leg down. And you're going to exhale, flex up. Point down for 2. Flex up. Pointing down for 3. Flex up. Pointing down for 4. And flex up. Point down for 5. Flex up. Point down 6 and flex up. Point down for 7, flex up. Pointing down for 8, flex up. Bend that leg, place it down. Now our hips are still lifted. Okay, so lift them a little bit higher. Then we squeeze right glute, right hamstring, right inner thigh. Float the neck leg up. Straighten that leg. Lift those hips a little bit more. Point that foot in and lower down towards the mat. And exhale, flex up. Point down for 2 and flex up. Point down 3, flex up. Point down for 4 and flex up. Point down for 5, flex up. Pointing down for 6, flex up. Point down for 7, flex up. Last one for 8, flex up. Bend that leg, place it down, inhale. And exhale, we're going to curl down, 1 vertebra. And then we're going to circle the arms around, lace the fingers, hands come behind the feet. So if you think how you're lying here, there's this nice space between your chin and your chest. When you do a chest lift, this space needs to stay exactly as it is. So you don't do a chest lift by lifting your chin up to your chest. You do it by sliding your ribs down to your hip bones, trying to get the shoulder blades off the mat. While you do that, you don't tilt your pubic bone up towards the ceiling. Okay, so your spine is lengthened along the mat, both hands behind the head. So before we lift, tighten those abdominals, tighten the waist. We inhale. Exhale, sliding the ribs down towards the hip bones. So you're going to keep pressing your head a little bit into your hands. Keep those elbows wide. Are the shoulder blades off the mat? Can you lift a little higher? Are the shoulders relaxed? Sink those abdominals a little bit more. And then from here, we inhale, lower the upper body just a little. And then exhale, come up again for 1. Inhale, lower. And exhale, up for 2. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up 3. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up 4. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up 5. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up to 6. Inhale, lower. Exhale, up to 7. Inhale, lower. Up for 8. Now we hold it here. Make sure your pelvis and your legs stay still. We inhale. Exhale, we rotate the upper body to the right. So that left hip is not allowed to lift. And then we inhale, return to the center, try and get the shoulder blades off the mat. Exhale, over to the left, elbows stay wide. Inhale, return. Exhale, over to the right. Inhale and return. Exhale over to the left. Inhale, return, sinking that belly button. Exhale over to the right. Inhale, return. And go over to the left. And return. And then from here, we go from the top again. So we lower the upper body just a little. And exhale, coming up to the center. Inhale down for 2. Exhale left. Inhale down for 3. Exhale left. Inhale for 4. Exhale up. Deepen that belly button to the spine. And for 5. For 6. For 7. For 8. Again, pelvis and legs stay still. Inhale. Exhale, rotate upper body to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale over to the left. Inhale to. Exhale over to the right. Inhale to. Exhale over to the left. Inhale to. Exhale to the right. Inhale to. Last one over to the left. And return. Now from here, we open our arms to a T and our head comes down. Flatten your back onto the left. Right leg comes to tabletop. Left leg comes to tabletop. Squeeze those knees together, point into the feet. So you need to keep these knees together and you need to keep them level with each other. So we inhale, taking the legs over to the right, keeping your left arm and shoulder blade on the left. So you need to really lengthen out of that left leg to keep those knees level with each other. Use your abdominals, use your breath to exhale and return the knees to the center. And then inhale over to the left. Right arm staying on the mat. Exhale and return. So you're using these muscles on the side to return those legs. So you inhale, taking the legs over to the right. So this left oblique works hard as you exhale, slowly return the legs to the center. Inhale over to the right. To the left. Exhale and return. Inhale over to the right. Exhale and return. Inhale over to the left. Exhale and return. Now from here, we lock our knees in this position. So they stay at this 90-degree bend. Movement is going to come from our hips. So you need to make sure you're pressing your back into the mat and tilting your pubic bone up to the ceiling. And then from the hip, you're going to send that knee away and the toe taps. And then you're going to inhale. Exhale and change your 1. Change 2. So you're really using these abdominals to move. Change 3. Exhale, change 4. Tighten those abdominals. So we change 5. Exhale, change for 6. Change for 7. Change for 8. Now lengthen that right leg down along that. Point that foot. Straighten your left leg up. And then we flex. We're going to circle this leg. Try to keep your hips as still as you can. We inhale. Exhale, circle the leg towards your body and then down and around for 1. Exhale, circle 2. Really press through that heel. Circle 3. Exhale, circle 4. Exhale, circle 5. Circle 6. Circle 7. and circle 8. Make sure this right leg is straight unless your back is hurting. If your back is hurting, that right leg can be a little bit bent. Now we reverse it. So we inhale, exhale, take the leg to the outside, circle right. Inhale, exhale, circle for 2. Circle 3. Exhale, circle 4. Exhale, circle 5. Circle 6. Circle 7. Last one for 8. Now just hug that knee into your chest. But I don't want you to just hold it. I want you to press that knee into your chest. Breathe. And then I want you to lift your head. Try and get the nose to the knee. Relaxing those shoulders. And then bring it down. And then again, we open our arms to T. This time we lengthen the left leg down along that pointed foot. Slowly bending the right leg straight and up to the ceiling. And then flex. Tighten those abdominals. You really want to try also feel that hamstring stretching. Inhale. Exhale, circle the leg towards the body. Down and around for 1. So inner thigh should start working. Exhale, circle for 2. Exhale, circle 3. Exhale, circle 4. Tighten those abdominals. Circle 5. Exhale, circle 6. Circle for 7. And circle 8. Now we reverse it. So we inhale. Exhale, circle away from the body. Down and around for 1. Press through the heel. Exhale, circle 2. Exhale, circle 3. Exhale, circle for 4. Exhale, circle 5. Circle 6. Circle for 7. And last one for 8. And then hug that knee into your chest. And then bring the knee to the nose. Shoulders relaxed. Breathe. Lower the head. Then lengthen this right leg down along the leg. So both legs are straight. You're going to squeeze the legs together, pointing into the feet. So we're just going to do small roll-ups. So we're not coming all the way up. So you're going to reach the arms up behind you. Okay. Now I want you to turn your palms to face each other. Then you want to press your lower back into the mat. So you might need to lift the arms off the mat so that you can press those ribs down and tighten the tummy muscles. But if you're flexible enough in your shoulders to get your thumbs to touch, that's fine. I just don't want this arching. I want those ribs pressing down and the tummy muscles working hard all the time. So we're going to inhale, lifting the arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, we're going to come up into chest with the arms hovering just above the floor. So you want to relax your shoulders here. You want to be tilting your pubis going up towards the ceiling. And you want to press that lower back up. So these abs are working. And then we inhale. And then exhale, we return. But those ribs need to stay pressing down. Abs still working. Inhale, lift the arms, followed by the head and chest. Exhale, we lift them. Shoulders are relaxed. Deepen belly button to the spine. Try and get shoulder blades off the mat. Inhale. Exhale, return. Inhale, lifting the arms. Exhale, we come back. Have a look at those legs. Are they in line with your torso? Lengthen those legs away from you. Point into the feet. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly coming down. Inhale. Lifting arms. Exhale. Coming up. Relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly lift. Inhale, lifting arms, bigger chest. Exhale. Now from here, if you can, without touching the floor, we inhale. And then exhale, we're going to come all the way up. Or else you're just going to sit up. Then I want you to bend the right leg and let the knee just fall out to the side. So the right foot's just on the inside of that left thigh or the left knee, wherever you're comfortable. You're going to flex that left foot, toes and kneecap facing the ceiling. Reach the arms in front. We're going to inhale. Exhale, we're going to reach forward. Now reach forward from the crown of your head because I want you to keep shoulders out of your ears. Arms stay parallel to the mat. We relax our head. So keep with the crown of the head trying to reach a little bit more forward. So you want to be stretching that left hamstring. Maybe your back and your legs also stretching. Keep it there, keep breathing. And then grabbing onto the toes or the ankles, or just leaving your hands next to your sides if you're not flexible enough. Try get your head to the knee. And then you're just going to hold that. If you feel like you need to increase the stretch, try not have your back rounded. Try rather lengthen and flatten it out. That will increase the stretch on that left hamstring. Make sure left foot is the flexed. Keep breathing. And then slowly come up. Change legs. So you're going to straighten the right leg, left one to the side. So right foot is flexed, toes and kneecap facing. Reach the arms in front of you. Exhale, you're reaching forward from the crown of the head. Shoulders out of your ears, arms parallel to the mat. Hold and breathe. And then you grab onto the ankle or the foot, trying to get the head down to the knee. If you can, you want to try to keep that right foot straight. Lengthening the spine to increase the stretch. Keep breathing. And then slowly coming up. And then you allow on your side. Reaching the bottom arm long. And so in, we're going to lift the upper body and the legs. Try keep those heels squeezing together. We use this top oblique to lift, not our arm. Okay, so we inhale. Exhale, lift upper body and the legs. And then slowly down. If you're struggling with your balance, your hand can come down in front of the belly button. And we exhale, lift up for 2. Inhale down. Exhale, lengthen up for 3. And slowly down. Exhale, come up for 4. And slowly down. Reaching up for 5. and slowly down. Lengthening up for 6 and slowly down. Reaching up for 7, slowly down. And last one up for 8 and slowly down. Now I want you to bend the bottom leg. Okay. Now I want you to create sunshine underneath your waist. So I don't want you to just have your waist resting there on the floor. I want you to try and lift it up so that you've got that little gap there. Okay. And then I want you to actually take your hand, place it there in that gap you've created, and don't let yourself squash your hand. Okay, so you have to keep that lift. Keep shoulders out of your ears, belly button to the spine. We inhale, exhale, lift the top leg, and then low. Lengthen up 2, and up 3, and low. Up for 4, low. Reaching up 5. Up for 6, tighten those abdominals. Up for 7. Up for 8. Okay, now this leg stays in line with the torso stays still. You're going to reach the leg forward. Lift it up to the ceiling, lower it, and then you inhale, take it back. Exhale, forward, lift, lower, inhale back. For 3, up, down, take it back. For 4, for 5, for 6, for 7, for 8. Now keep it behind, little pulses. For 8, 7, 6, leg is straight. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take it to the front. Tap onto the floor. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Last inhale. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5. Come up this top leg. Just cross it over. Try to keep your sitting bones down just so that you can give that glutes a stretch. Okay, other side. So first, both legs are straight. Abs are in, we lift the upper body and the legs. So we inhale and we exhale. We lengthen up and slowly down. Try to keep the heels together. And we lift up for 2 and lower. Lifting upper body, lifting those legs for 3. Try to get those thighs in front. And we lift up for 4. And we reach up for 5. And lengthening up for 6. And lower. Reaching up for 7. And lower. Last one for 8. And lower. And then bend the bottom leg. Create sunshine under your waist. So you're going to put your hand there to make sure you don't squash down onto your hand. Abs are in. Inhale. Exhale. Lift the leg up. And slowly to hover. Reaching up 2. And up for 3. Up for 4. For 5. Up for 6. Up for 7. Up for 8. And then torso stay still. Bring the leg forward, left, lower, and take it back. Forward for 2, left, lower, take it back. For 3, left, lower, and back. For 4, and take it back. For 5, for 6, for 7, for 8. Keep it behind you, pulse that leg up. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to the front, tap onto the floor. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you're going to come up, cross that leg in front. Try to keep both sitting bones down. Breathe. Okay, and then you're going to lie on your stomach, and I want you to reach your arms in front. Turn your palms to face each other. Keep your shoulders out of your ears. So if you need to, welcome to open the arms wider. So you want to press your pubic bone into the mat and your belly button into the spine. So like you've got a block of ice underneath your belly button. So you're trying to get your belly button away from that block of ice. We're going to inhale and lift the right arm and the left leg and the upper body. And then you exhale, bring it down. Change sides. Inhale, lift the left arm, right leg. Exhale, place it down. Try to keep both your hip bones on the mat. Inhale, lengthen. So it's not about lifting as high as you can, it's more about stretching. And then bring it down. Inhale, lengthen up, keeping eye line on the mat. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthening up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthening up, belly button to the spine. Exhale, lower. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. Last one, inhale, lengthen. And lower. Now we're going to lift them all up together. So arms, upper body, and legs. If you can, squeeze the legs together, squeezing heels together. Last exercise. So we inhale, lift upper body, arms and legs. Try to keep arms in line with the ears. And then exhale, control it down. Inhale, reaching up, try to get the thighs off the mat, legs stay straight. Exhale, control it down. Inhale, lengthening up for 3. Exhale. Inhale, coming up for 4. Exhale down. Inhale, lengthen up for 5. Slowly down. Inhale, reaching up for 6. Slowly down. Inhale, coming up for 7. Slowly down. Last one for 8. Hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bring your hands to midriff. Coming up onto all fours. And then just round your spine. So chin to chest. So pubic bone forward and you round your spine up to the ceiling. Just keep rounding. So you're just trying to stretch out the back that you just worked. So really try to curl up, especially this low. And then big toes together, open your knees wide. Press back into your raised position. So trying to get your bum onto your heels. Reach the arms forward. Just hold it there and breathe. Deep breath in and out. And that's our session for this morning. So when you're ready, you can make your way up.